46 years old, officially in the upper 40s as of today, July 19th, 2023. My website, by the way, orgasmicpathways.com. Hundreds of workouts that yours truly has designed. You can follow along in real time in those videos, all kinds of different workouts. So in this video, quickly, I'm going to go over, this is the content for my birthday as I turn into my upper 40s at 46. It's a holistic approach. It's not just one thing. You can't just do nutrition. You can't just do exercise. You can't just do good sleep. You can't just reduce stress. It's a bunch of things, and they all fit each other. They complement each other like a puzzle. If you work out really good, you're probably going to get better sleep. And because you're going to get better sleep, you're probably going to work out better. And it feeds itself like that. Same thing with the nutrition works in there too. So you get the idea of a holistic approach. A holistic really is just being objective. Holistic, in my personal opinion, maybe as a matter of fact, holistic is just another word for being objective and objectively recognizing what is true. So here's what I do. I've got the nutrition, a plant-based whole food diet. From there, you can modify it however it works for you, because everyone is very different when it comes to nutritional needs, and at different points of our lives, it's going to change as we get older. So plant-based whole food is a generalized concept of my nutritional diet. I eat mostly plants, fruits, vegetables, nuts, seeds, legumes, greens, beans, onions, mushrooms, berries, seeds, lentils, that kind of thing. And I keep it whole as much as I can. So in other words, I get my sugar from fruits or other foods that just contain sugar naturally in them in their whole food form. I don't add sugar to anything. I read the ingredients list of things that are pre-made and make sure that sugar can be on the nutrition label, because it's going to have so many grams of sugar, especially if it's a fruit or something. But the ingredients list does not have sugar in it. So the sugar is going to come from whole food sources on the label versus on the ingredients list. So that's an example. Same thing with salt. And everything else, I try to keep it whole food as much as possible without stressing about it. So that's the next thing, is going to be stress. I have a friend who beat cancer naturally without any medical intervention whatsoever. And she said the first thing that she did was divorce her husband, rid herself of all the stress, and then she did a bunch of other things beyond that. But that was like the first ingredient. So you can eat a squeaky clean diet and it can be completely negated just by stress. So you have to manage stress, or at the very least significantly reduce it, so that your hard work in other areas just don't go completely in vain and wasted. So stress alleviation, a nutrition that works for you. The next item on the list is going to be exercise, physical activity. So my workouts, the videos I've got out there, if you go to orgasmicpathways.com, I do everything from weights, calisthenics, free weights, machine weights, cables, resistance bands. My videos are almost exclusively calisthenics so that anybody can do them, but I'm still hitting strength, muscle definition, cardio, fat burning, endurance. There's a huge element of balance in there, so that as we get older, our brain stays sharp and we can fight off or prevent things like Alzheimer's and other forms of dementia. So balance is a huge factor in that. Learning new things, forcing the brain to rewire itself on a regular basis. That's all included in these workout designs that I programmed. Gosh, what else? Yoga, Pilates, plyo, jump training, plyometrics. I mean, you name it, on and on and on. I hit everything, and every day is a different workout so that the body is continually adapting. The heart, lungs are being challenged every day. The muscles, bone density, our brains, the balance aspect, hypertrophy, metabolic processes, strength, all of that stuff. It's all being taken care of. Okay, so let's see. That's exercise, physical activity, nutrition, stress alleviation, sleep. Got to get good sleep. The only time a growth hormone is turned on or released from the brain is when we are in a deep state of sleep. So not just a surface level sleep, but in a deep, solid state of, beyond REM. That's when growth hormone is released. I think it's from the pituitary gland. Comment, correct me there. Tell me I'm right or tell me I'm wrong, and tell me what part of the brain it comes from. But the growth hormone is what allows us to recover, to heal from things. Major role in detoxifying the body on a daily basis, gently. So you got to get really good sleep. And if you're doing all of these things, all these different pillars, these variables that holistically work together, then all these things are going to complement one another here. digestive processes are going to be better, your sleep is going to be better, exercise, all those things, because it all feeds one another. It's very, very holistic. And holistic, especially in this context, is just another word for objectively recognizing what is true. And then, of course, taking action on it, because knowledge without action is not power, it's just intellectual masturbation. And who wants to just intellectually masturbate when you can take power as action with this knowledge? All right, so, laugh at something, get at least a good laugh in on a daily basis, because that also releases chemicals from the brain that heals the body. It's good for blood flow, circulation, circulatory system, delivers oxygen and other nutrients to all the cells in the body that needs them. So get in a good hearty laugh each and every day. And then, of course, give and receive love every day. That also releases amazing healing chemicals from the brain over the entire body. So go back over this video and write all those things down on a little checklist card and check them all off on a daily basis. It's important. It's really important. And orgasmicpathways.com. Write that down too. Go there, send it to your friends. Almost everything on there is free. There is a few items in there like nutritional supplements that I really like, where it's more of a referral program that I'm plugged into, stuff that I consume personally and have for a long time. So there's those things too. But then all the other content that I put out there is free. Just gobble it up. Absorb it, absorb it, absorb it. I've also got a healthy grocery list. I've got a playlist of videos, not just hundreds of exercises and workouts and so forth, but I've also got hundreds of healthy meals that I show you how to make. And as I'm showing you these things, I'm also educating you with what I know. And I've had guests on over the years who have certain specialties and this and that, who are educating all of us, myself included. So go through that enormous resource center that I've got at orgasmicpathways.com and use it. I've even got a whole playlist on the website there somewhere called Fountain of Youth. It's another playlist where it's specifically Fountain of Youth topic matters. It's a video playlist, and it goes over a bunch of stuff that will help you and myself and anyone else who's interested look and feel younger as we get older. They always say you're only as old as you feel. Well, there's a lot of truth to that, I think. And I hear a lot of people say they feel young all the while their mobility is being chipped away because of perhaps an unhealthy lifestyle. So maybe somehow in the brain they still feel young, which is wonderful, but physically they don't feel that young. They're feeling older. Well, at 46, my upper 40s, I'm still feeling younger as I get older physically. Not just mentally, but physically. And that also helps the mental process stay young and feel youthful as well. A philosophy that's thrown a lot that I'm hearing more and more of is, I forget who said this, but someone said from a long time ago that youth is wasted on the young. I think for the majority of people, that's pretty true. But on another philosophy that I got from Tony Horton, he says, aging is for people who do not know any better. So the person who coined youth is wasted on the young, however true that is, it also reflects a large swath of the population who just don't know any better about aging and what it could be with some, well, it's called a lifestyle overhaul, instead of little changes here and there, incrementalism, no, just a complete lifestyle overhaul, immersed in it. And the rewards, the payoff. For different people, those rewards, the payoff is going to be felt and experienced at different times. It could be right away, it could be a few days, it could be a few weeks, it could be a month, I don't know. For most people, it's going to be felt within a couple of weeks, for quite a few people within a few days, but almost everybody inside of 20 days, they're going to start to feel some sort of payoff. And as they keep going, the payoff is going to get greater, and that becomes very motivating. The trick is to just getting over that hump. For most people, that magic number is like 20 days in a row. Then it becomes habit, and you start getting those rewards, the payoffs, and how you feel, maybe how you look, you might start to notice. But that is incredibly motivating, especially when it didn't just come to you. You didn't inherit it, but you worked for it. And then it inspires you to probably even just double down on the hard work. And now it gets easier to keep showing up for the rest of your life, because it doesn't really matter if it's not for the rest of your life. Like every day, this is the first day of the rest of your life. So this first day of the rest of my life at 46 years old, my first day of being 46, the first day of the rest of my life, I got in a great workout, I'm eating a really great plant-based whole food nutritional type of diet. I'm not starving myself. I don't feel like I'm missing out. I feel like I've added because I've learned how to use herbs and spices instead of salt and sugar. That's like my kitchen motto, herbs and spices instead of salt and sugar. And that's all in my video playlist with my healthy meals that I show you how to make. So I feel like I've added more to my flavor palette rather than taking away, which is typically associated with a diet or a change of a nutritional plan. So it's all in your personal philosophy and how it affects what you do and the actions that you take and the actions that maybe you don't take. Okay? I hope that makes sense. Please share this, subscribe to my YouTube channel, orgasmicpathways.com. Dig through that, pull out what's useful for you. Share this with your friends. I said that already. I think we're pretty well covered here now at almost 11 minutes in. Bye for now. 46 years old, not doing to my Arnold Schwarzenegger pose. How about that? Oh my God, maybe that'll be my thumbnail preview for the YouTube channel. Very cheesy. Up on my tiptoes here. Here we go. Okay, my Arnold Schwarzenegger pose. If you made it to the end of this video, you'll have to let me know because this is, you got to be able to laugh at yourself. Fountain of Youth anti-aging tip right there. Don't take yourself too seriously, except when you need to, and have the wisdom to know the difference. Bye for now. Mwah.